Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a mere 45 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. For those of you who want to come and visit us in person, we're always glad to have you come. Today we're going to talk about our latest addition to our inventory, a 1964 Buick Riviera, the two-door hardtop model, and it is just outstanding. You're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish because we'll do a cold start, we'll do a walk around, give you all the details of this really lovely automobile. So 1964 was a super good year, but by the way, you want to click on the link if you want to take all the information on getting on the information on this car, and it'll take you to our website as well. And our website is www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you'll have this car and over 100 additional vehicles that are currently on our sales floor. Just never know, that dream car could be right here on the sales floor. And we have cars from the 20s all the way up into the 2000s and beyond. So we have a little bit of everything for everybody. And that's kind of what we cater to is, we just don't have all one brand. We have a lot of different ones for those of you out there looking for something very special. So let's get into the details of a 64 Buick Riviera. I mean, back then, like I said, nothing had come out that even anywhere resembled the looks of this car. Really luxurious and very, very interesting design. I mean, it was one of those cars that just took you back and said, whoa, I've never seen anything like this. They also put some performance for Buick. They put some performance under the hood. It's got a 425 cubic inch V8 with 340 horsepower. I mean, for Buick, this was kind of a step in a different direction. They were trying to go in that luxury car market and whatever, and I think they really hit a home run when they came out with these particular cars. Beautiful Granada Red paint on this car, which is one of the original colors for this car, and it's hooked up, of course, to an automatic transmission. But the other thing that really was special about these cars was all the options that you could get. And this car was loaded, because that was one of the things I've always said, if you're buying collector cars, the more options, the better they are in terms of, what we're used to this day and age. It's got power steering, you've got power brakes, you've got air conditioning. And of course, now we have radial tires, which is another big improvement for these cars all the way around for a better ride, safety and whatnot, with the correct whitewall width. And it's got the beautiful Riviera wire hubcaps. I tell you what, that just really sets the side off of this car with the wheel well lip molding that runs the length of the car and goes over. Just really, really neat. But yes, other options on this car, like I said, when you ordered it, came with a lot, but you also had some extras. This one has an adjustable outside driver's mirror. And of course, it's got the air conditioning, got the AM radio. It's got beautiful interior. It's just kind of it's just a sporty model all the way around with the beautiful interior, with the, with the button tufted interior, red carpet, looks like brand new carpet to me in here. Rumor was this car was owned by someone for quite a number of years in a private collection, and we were very fortunate to come across it. And it's, like I say, one of those cars that just is really unique. Again, one of my favorite things on all these old cars, vent windows. I don't know, it just, for me, just brings nice fresh air into the car. And it was really great when Mom and Dad were smoking at that time, so that we're able to not asphyxiate us kids in the back seat on any of these old cars. Just one of those things I wish they had today. Nice chrome all the way around on this car. Yes, it's one of those things that, Buick was really trying to get something special going, and boy, I think they really did a great job. Now you can find all of our cars on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate very much, and you'll have all the information on this car, our current inventory, and as kind of an added bonus, you'll also be able to see some of the cars that we sold over the last several years as well. Now, if you want to give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we're always there ready to do and answer any questions you may have on this particular car or any of our other vehicles are currently in inventory. You'll want to make sure to check that our website again, www.ellingsonmotorcars, because it'll have new arrivals, new inventory, all that kind of stuff right at your fingertips. But if you're like me, you're going to say, you know, I really enjoy the videos. It's great. It gives me a nice, good feel for the car. You can see that it was well taken care of, nice. Everything about the car was done. It was in the hands of collectors, which is a good thing. But you know, you want to come down and take a look at it, by all means, we're happy to have you come and visit us. We are open to the public Monday through Friday from 10 until 5, Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. So if you want to come and put your hands on it and say, yeah, this is a real car, it's right here, yes, we're happy to have you come down. The other thing I highly recommend is if you buy a specialty vehicle, which all the collector vehicles are, especially Buick like this, join the National Buick Club. And I know they also have a Riviera group as well. So reach out to those folks. Maybe you can find someone even in your own backyard, a Buick Club. I know they have a big one here in the Twin Cities area and whatnot. I always recommend joining the club and meeting Mr. Wrench. There's always somebody in the club that can help and answer some of the questions you may have about the cars or whatever, because it's their passion as well as yours. And it's just a fun thing to do. The other thing that we can be very helpful with, especially on this older car market, is we can help with financing. We can lead you in the direction to get financing, because a lot of local banks don't even understand what a 1964 Buick Riviera is, whereas we have some sources that they're very familiar with that market, and they can work on getting you terms that is going to work for you. The other thing we can assist, you say, well, I live in California, I live far away, or I live someplace across the ocean even. We can also assist with getting shipping to send a car any place in the continental USA, and for that matter, any place overseas as well. So don't let that stop you. We can help you with that anytime. No, 1964 was kind of that big muscle car era, and sports and luxury was becoming big. 425 cubic inch. That's not exactly a small motor. That's a big motor in my opinion. And Buick just really wanted to get into that really luxurious market. And I think they hit a grand slam with this particular car. And they sold a lot of these cars. I mean, that was one of the things that there are people that have had these cars and wish to have one again. Got a really nice example sitting right here on our sales floor. And again, the last thing I want to reiterate is options are so nice. Power steering. When you go to the local car show, whatever, power steering is just such a nice thing to have, to be able to squeeze in and out of spots or go to the local grocery store, whatever you're doing. We're all used to power steering, and it's really a nice thing. And power brakes as well. You've got a big size car, full size car. It's nice to have power brakes as well. And air conditioning is another nice upgrade, plus all the other amenities that I mentioned with the automatic transmission. Anyone can jump in this car and drive it, the outside adjustable mirror. And as I said, lots of room in that trunk. If you got to have a couple of sets of golf clubs that you got to go to the club with, and your buddy rides with, a lot of room in that trunk, so you can certainly get to the club and ride in style. So if you're looking for your first old car, your first collectible, or your 100th, odds are Ellingson Motor Cars right here in Rogers, Minnesota probably has what you're looking for, and it will take a short amount of time, and this beauty could be sitting in your garage. Thank you again for watching our videos. We appreciate it. I do, and I enjoy doing them, and we will see you next time at EllingsonMotorCars.com.